Sorry about the cutoff there. Hopefully we pick back up. So part of the risk of the HAPI campaign and the LCMS initiative is the idea of um, now Airbnb has certified these hosts through HAPI initiative. They are the ones that are going to be responsible when things do not go right. We already own a little bit of that accountability, but there's also going to be more expectations now that we have this host initiative. Now that we are setting the standard, there will be expectations now from our customer base that these issues won't happen again. And the last cost of the risk are the initial cost that's going to take to roll out this campaign. We have about 700,000 hosts on our platform. So to roll that out, we need to invest into an LCMS that is going to be able to hold that size of a database and have a huge reporting function. So that is a risk that we do take that I think at the end of the day, the benefits completely outweigh the risk. And I think that Airbnb will benefit at the end of the day. So how do we roll this out? First, we're going to identify which LCMS provider is going to be the best fit. There are options like Absorb, MindFlash, Medallia. They do all have learning content management systems that are extremely effective and high reputation. We're going to be looking for ones that have a high database, that have a strong reporting function, that also can have an assessment for our host and track all of the numbers that we need to determine if this is going to be a successful rollout or not. We're also going to need to get a team to develop the content, to figure out exactly how we're going to determine what qualifies as a happy host. And we talked about the collaboration between our super hosts and our internal employees. That's going to take some effort and some logistics to go through. We're going to need to design a marketing campaign. We want to show the world that we're listening to them. We want them to know that this HAPI Host initiative is going to be an invitation to both host and guest to give us a shot. Not only give us a shot, but let us hold your hand and walk you through the process of becoming a really good host. On top of that, we need to develop an incentive program, an idea that the what's in it for me, what's the WIFM, the what's in it for me for these hosts that sign up for the HAPI Host initiative. Maybe it's in the form of travel vouchers. Maybe it's in the form of additional free photography for the listing. There's a bunch of different incentive options that we can go through. The next step was designing an assessment that will need to figure out what is the benchmark that needs to be met to determine if this HAPI Host initiative is successful. So I think that getting the same collaborative team with employees and super hosts will help, along with our content development team, will help design an assessment. And last step is to organize a follow-up team. Our follow-up team will be responsible for getting on the ground, knocking on doors, shaking hands with our hosts to see what was effective, what worked, didn't work, looking at the number of additional reservations we were able to book after the HAPI Host, how many phone calls or emails or contacts to our customer support have been affected by our HAPI Host initiative. We're going to need a lot of people with hands-on to see how effective this is. And that's it. That's our HAPI Host initiative. I'm really excited to get the opportunity to roll this out. Hopefully, you also see the value in ensuring that the gap between expectations and reality is bridged. And I think we can do that effectively through the HAPI Host initiative and rolling that out through a LCMS. Thanks. If you have any questions, let me know.